Hello everybody, welcome back into another stream of Blasphemous. Hope you're doing well. So, I need to turn my volume up. It's really quiet. Okay, so on our last stream, we went through the cistern. Nope, just kidding. We really didn't get anywhere in the cistern because it was all kind of still inaccessible to us. So then we went towards the east across the bridge to meet the Mother of Mothers. Then I explored a little bit of the rooftops. I fought a Archbishop boss, and then that was kind of it. So we're going to be continuing from the Mother of Mothers, going back up to the cathedral rooftop and exploring things from there. So Asenex, Korn, Mal, Scalizy, Iman, nice to have all of you guys in again. How's it going? So Cathedral rooftops, okay. So I did manage to fully upgrade my lunge and stuff like that. I forgot that I changed my buttons around back to like the normal default controls. So from here, I think I just needed to go up. And I still don't have access to what I'm assuming is like a rope type thing to allow me to traverse in different areas a bit better. So, all right. I'm tripping. I almost thought I could like double jump for a second. So what did I put on? What is this? For lots of magic protection. I think I'm going to take off the physical one and put on the lightning bolt for the fun of it. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. That's not cool. Oh, I didn't even have the lightning attack at that point anymore. So those things take 2 strikes to kill. We got some poopy toxic mist above us. Now heal. So I think this is the furthest I've been up this way. Yeah, pretty much. What? Oh, it's on the right side of this pillar thing. I was like, why is that just kind of floating there? Didn't make much sense to me at the moment. Can I reach that? I cannot. What do I do with this? So I'm assuming I just don't go this way. Kind of tempted to go back and heal already, although there is yeah, I may as well. Hey Bill Chaplin, hello from Saturday. Thank you. How's it going? Happy Friday everybody who still has a Friday left. Hope you enjoy the weekend. All right. Aishamai. Oh, he lunges pretty far. You work on the weekends, so you usually gotta sleep by 10 p.m. Interesting. Scully's, was it you who said that they worked at a donut shop? Because if so, I kind of hate you. I hope it all goes straight to your thighs. Nah, but I do kind of have a crippling weakness for sweets and pastries. So this thing has got 3 faces and 3 hands. I guess I didn't really take a good look at this last time I was here. I was too distracted by like the levers and whatnot. Oh, do you want to give a deformed mask of Orestes? Let me go back this way before I decide. Yeah, you were start at 6 a.m. usually? Dang, it's pretty early. But I'm assuming that's because, are you guys like baking the stuff there? Do you work at like a bakery or just like a chain donut shop or anything like that? Sweet. Oh wait, I still have the lightning buff. Oh, it's still hit. Okay. So we got a ladder going up here. Hey Geraldo, welcome into the stream. How's it going? No, I wish I still had my lightning buff. They could have made that one go a little bit faster. It's kind of slow goings. I'm a little bit surprised that platform didn't just like fall on me. You have acquired Ribs of Sabnok, the Guardian. The Anointed Legion included Sabnok amongst its ranks, guardian and bearer of the Sigil of the Twisted. He fiercely protected the gates of town even after chaos had arisen. Blasphemous, where things like Stable Forge can stand on his baby talk. So, oh, I forgot there were even spikes down there. It's just kind of a luck that made me press the button right then. Scully's works at a mom and pop donut shop. They mostly bake overnight. You only bake once. If you sell out, then you're out. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's even how places like Dunkin' Donuts do it. So I can't really go higher, so I guess I will go back to the scary elevator. That requires a mask. Why is it back? It wasn't here a moment ago. Idea time. I don't want to deal with this. You may have a maple bacon donut. Savory donuts are a sleeper hit. Oh no, I believe it. I don't know if I've told this story, but there was one time when my whole like extended family, I shouldn't say my whole extended family because there is no way to get us all together. Because, you know, Catholic. Anyway, my immediate extended family, if that makes any modicum of sense, went out to a restaurant for breakfast once. And my cousin tried to order banana nut pancakes, but the waiter misunderstood him and got him bacon pancakes. Bro, you know what? Let's kill him and then heal back up. And he said they weren't awful. Now, I didn't necessarily believe him, but it was from that point on that my mind became accustomed to the idea of there being like savory pastries, although like pancakes aren't exactly pastries. They're really not that far different. So anyway, I wholeheartedly believe it. Why did he get to attack through me? Well, you know what this means, guys. I need to get good. Those guys are good for farming? It seems like it. And I could obviously kill them a lot more efficiently if I was just using, like, the miracles. I almost called them... No, they aren't called miracles. I was going to say I almost called them prayers, but I just... What had happened was I was trying to say prayers, but thought miracles... but said miracles and thought I said prayers, so I just reversed myself there. Alright. And then Mao's asking, do I hate elves? No, not particularly. Why? That's a weird question. Meow Laser, welcome in. You really like maple bacon parmesan waffles? Those were super dope. Wow. And then Corn says, riddle me this, donut lad. Why the heck does nobody make lemon-filled donuts anymore? They don't? My personal favorite kind of donut has always been an eclair, although I can't really find those anymore, frustratingly enough. It's essentially just a Boston cream, but in long format. And one of the things that surprised me the most about going to Japan is just how many like patisseries there were. And like French style patisseries of like really high quality. And even like ignoring like all the patisseries and stuff, even just going into like their 7-Elevens and getting the konbini donuts, if you want to call them that, were surprisingly high quality. Get you like a milk carton of iced coffee and a donut from the konbini. Surely an advanced culture. Scalisi says they have a lemon donut. It's just lemon icing, but it's one of your favorites. Your guess is because for every different flavor filling, you have to buy and keep track of another inventory item. Yeah, that makes sense. It turns into a pain. Mao wishes they could enter the food discussion, but you don't think we'd be familiar with the foods? My condolences. Yeah, we should probably stop talking about sweets because it's just going to make me want to eat more. Alright, so I wanted to double check the flavor text of the Mask of Orestes. Oh, the key items are literally marked by a key. Alright. Artifact found in the hands of a dead archdeacon in a dreamed world. I don't think I read this, actually. Maybe I did. Confession of Orestes. My forces are decreasing. I fear that the sacred mission that your most illustrious has entrusted to me is beyond our abilities. I did read this. The others are mistaken. If the answers were so easily found, I would have not ventured into this place, crossing the boundaries of the flesh. My time, limited as it already was, has not been enough to unravel the unfathomable mysteries of this dream kingdom. This land that my ignorance and pride have turned into my grave. Yeah, because I remember that line really tripping me up. Yeah, that's still just a weird line to me. Anyway, I find consolation in knowing that the mask will remain with me, thus eluding ungodly hands in the same way that the answers I sought have managed to elude my useless scrutiny. So the mask seems like a key item, even more for something like beyond this elevator. Although if this elevator goes to like the ashen-covered cathedral rooftops, I don't really know. So this has kind of revealed to us that the dream world is kind of a big deal. We kind of got glimpses of that with our like frozen lake buddy and the show me what you gots, but this is kind of making it seem like a more tangible universal thing rather than an elusive private sort of guidance. So anyway, probably shouldn't talk about food. I just want to check the flavor text. I mean, as a treat. All right, so we will give the deformed mask of Orestes. I was like, that's it? Okay. So it looks like we might need 3 masks total. So I wonder if that dude is the Pope that we fought. Archdeacon McDonald? Okay, maybe not. I knew it! Oh, so we've got another boss dude. I am screwed up. Let's do this for once. Oh, he can hit me through it. Never mind. We're not gonna do that after all. So he blocks. Man, that's annoying. I should not Sekiro spam my block button. What was that? What was that? Wait, what is that? So he doesn't hit very hard. You've acquired Mark of the Second Refuge. That wasn't too bad, all things considered. All right. Sign of protection that protected its bearer from all harm. Okay. The pious lady of the perpetual agony locked herself in the great cathedral, its walls a lightweight barrier compared to the constant pain that clouded her mind. Hearing the distant cries of the damned, day and night turns Socorro into such a compassionate person that she devoted all her time to praying for those punished. So much did she pray for them to be freed from their pain and suffering that she dared ask the miracle that the physical pain they were suffering be passed on to her. Ah. What a friendly lady. So that was the lady who was crying next to the dude that was praying next to her. So we finally got like the second item for her. Learned a bit more of her backstory. Oh, really? That was cheap. The other side of the dream is said a lot in game and seems to be used the way we say the afterlife. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Mao ate some sonyos today, literally means dreams. They're oily sweet bread sprinkled with sugar and guava cream inside. I think I've had something like that before, for sure. Oily bread is such a staple around the world, yeah. Hey, True Connoisseur, how's it going? I'm trying to remember what they're called in Hawaii. Malasadas? I'm drawing a blank. I walked into its spear. I was trying to hold my block button like it actually does something. Alright, that's kind of what I thought that was. So that goes up to the babby. I wonder if that's going to go all the way down into the spikes. Nope. Okay. I was honestly just trying to hang from the ledge a moment ago, but that didn't exactly work out that way. Oh, there's a place up there. Those only take 2 hits. Got it. Oh, I thought I whiffed it. Oof. Gotta see what's below. Spikes. I don't like that. It's a trap. Those go through the ground, okay. Aha, alright. I think we're gonna go back and heal. Or wait, was this way the annoying way? I don't think so. I mean, it is kind of annoying, don't get me wrong, but... Alright, perfect. This is such a pretty game. Yeah, it is very nicely made. I really do like a lot of the visuals of the enemies and whatnot. Oh. Why does that not work? I was hoping it was going to begin attacking the other way first. And I got stuck on the ladder right there. That's annoying. Have I heard of Trench Crusade? I have not. It's a universe really similar in design to Blasphemous, but in a World War I time period? Those almost sound very incompatible. Five, 6. we go. Oh, that goes pretty far down, I guess. Yeah, lately I guess it doesn't go pretty far down. The chains are a lie. I was gonna say lately my YouTube has been recommending me like a lot of like new game trailers and movie trailers, which has been quite nice. You gotta be joking me. Okay. So, I'm surprised I haven't heard of that one. But, one of the more interesting trailers that I've seen recently was, I made like a community post about it. I can't remember what it's called, like Stoneheart, something like that. But anyway, it looks like Dark Souls for chess pieces. Which doesn't make a lot of sense on its own, I understand that much. But anyway. They have a super soldier project that is basically just infusing normal humans with cloned blood of Jesus. Interesting. It's like the an inversion of the whole Captain America story. Oh man. Not gonna lie, I just kind of freaked out because of that thing. Ooh, I reached. Uh-oh. Wow, that lunge really goes quite a distance. Alright, so now I know I can choose those things a little bit by off-screening them. Uh-oh. Wall of the Holy Prohibitions. There is the metal tree, erected as guardian of the bridge. That tree with its eroded bark is the symbol of His Holiness's final communion with the miracle. Facing this eternal dusk, I will wait until I depart towards the other side of the dream. Let me reread that for myself. Alright. So the eternal dusk just seems to be the Solaire time is convoluted sunset type thing. Eclipse. Oh no! I don't know what these look like. Oh, is this the first dude that I faced, essentially? It is, isn't it? The first dude times 2. It's kind of a neat little advantage for that. Can't wait for more of them. No? Okay. Sweet. Imagine a world where science and religion never parted ways. In some ways, I guess science and religion is a little bit of a different statement. I was going to say that kind of reminds me of some of Piers Anthony's books, but I realized you need a key of the secular to open this door. His books weren't necessarily about science and religion as much as it was like science and magic, which is a little bit different. Key of the scribe to open this door. So we might finally be in the library. Oh. That was grotesque. I was going to try to activate this while I still had my lightning power up. This one's golden. Key of the Inquisitor to open this door. Uh-oh. That one was open. What have I gotten myself into? I knew it! You've acquired Key of the Secular. So that was like the very first door that I looked at. Right. You say parted ways because a great part of the basic academic research is made by Catholics. In that world you're speaking of, I'm assuming? Okay, so we use Key of the Secular to get through here. Oh. Since we still got that power up, I'm going to zoom across this way. Or not. Never mind. I don't know why the power up just went away so quickly that time. I don't understand how that one works. No, in our world, okay, looking historic is kind of crazy how much science discoveries were made by people of the church. Yes, and also like a lot of discoveries were also done by, I don't know the proper term for it, but like, let's just say like Muslims. And they actually conserved a lot of the Greek texts of like the classics, and then they built upon those foundations. And then ironically enough, like the Catholic Church had to take those texts back and retranslate themselves. Like Thomas Aquinas was trying to reconcile the findings of Aristotle. Oh, no, not Aristotle, of Plato, because there was like being rediscovered during the Renaissance. Although that was obviously like slightly before the bona fide Renaissance, but anyway. Alright. Up and down, up and down. Worse than pain and worse than cold is the squeaking, the incessant squeaking of that damned floor of rusty mechanisms. Why would anyone want to use it so much? So we got a bunch of mechanisms, and I guess like a bunch of random crow's nests shielded throughout here. So that's nothing. All right. I don't think I can make that jump. Oh wait, do I need like a grappling hook? Because there looks to be a branch there. So maybe I just need to come into it from the other side. I guess that might make sense. Oh, I'm just blind as hell is all. You've acquired Ulna of Coke the Troubadour. Koki? The Inquisitors despised music because it induced euphoria. Coke thought it appropriate to dedicate a toned satire to these presbyters in public. His execution preceded the complete ban on music. Oof. It's kind of extreme. But I mean, I guess they don't really do things by half measures. Oh no, that's a pun, isn't it? In this game. I should probably try to check out that other wall. I mean, there's a door over there, so I don't think this wall is going to do anything, but okay. Use Key of the Secular. I should go back up to the very first door that I saw. Where did that one come from? Well, that confirms some of my suspicion about the hidden walls, though. So before going through there, I'm going to go back up to the very top and check out that first secular door. Scaleezy says, science has always been advanced by those with money. True. You either need to be wealthy enough to have the time and resources for research, or to be bankrolled by someone that does. It makes sense how the church fit into that historically. And that's a really good point as well. Yeah, Catholicism had a kind of phase where the church was basically a giant scientific organization. Oh, so he comes in through the door. The cellar door. They're a giant scientific organization bent on understanding creation. Yes. Where are these dudes coming from? For some reason, this stage kind of makes me reminiscent for Illusion of Gaia. Kind of reminds me of the place that you could like fly upside down in for whatever reason. I don't even know why. Now that was a really good Zelda clone. Yep, I said cellar door. Is that what conjures Corn back into the stream? Alright, so we got a naked dude with a lion rat mask. I don't even know what the heck that is. So let's go this way, which is what the devs intended. Key of the Scribe is for the silver locks, okay. I was trying to read chat. The division between science and religion just came about in the 1800s. Well, sort of. I mean, it's a pretty complicated story. Wait, so I can't lift that back up? Oh, there it goes. I mean, it all existed. It was just kind of always labeled a bit differently. So it took 3 hits for that. Okay. You have acquired Phalanx of William the Skeptic. William Graff devoted his life to exposing charlatans and deceitful evangelists. He even questioned the sanctity of certain members of the Custodian Church. His heresy was not forgiven. Get him. You thought I was making a reference to Donnie Darko? Oh, Cellar Door predates Donnie Darko by a good margin. I don't remember the exact origin of it, but for whatever reason, it was considered like the prettiest phrase in the English language. And it's just been kind of a thing for like 200 years or something like that. Science and Scientology are not the same thing or in any way like at all. Oh, because of what he said. Something Christian Science Scientology? No. Hey, Platinum Chip, how's it going? You've acquired Key of the Scribe. Describe it to me. The term science didn't even exist back then. Before that, it was alchemia, and even any kind of classification like bestiaries were made by the church. I mean, a lot of that also depended on the language. So science as it's used today in like American and like British English certainly didn't exist in the same sense way back when. And a lot of it was categorized under philosophy, more specifically natural philosophy back in the day. And I think it was only like in the 1800s that it started to get like branched off into their own specific fields of study. So, I mean, it's essentially just like a rose being called by another name before then. You've acquired Hamate. I don't know what the hell these words are. Hamate of Vukalik the Copyist. Taking advantage of a pontifical bull, Vukolich was caught stealing a forbidden book about arcane knowledge. His hands did not write again after that day. So I'm assuming they cut his hands off. Or who knows? Maybe they killed him. The same effect. Well, slight difference for my guy, don't get me wrong, but not his work. It's tripping me out that these dudes are coming out of the walls like that. Because that hasn't really happened so much in this game yet. This is where we fought the bull guy, right? Yes. So I think that clears out this room. So I think we're good. Let's consult the map. All right. Oh, I can open this now. Use the key of the scribe. Oh yeah, I need to read that. That's what I was missing out on. This feels like a trap. Anyway. I don't think I even read this one. Key of the Secular. Small, simple key. The initiates visited only the minor prisoners, bringing them food on the rare occasions when the inmate's life had to be preserved. Quote, he took a large stone that rested nearby and struck his leg with it until his bones broke, thus escaping from the chain that held him prisoner. Crawling, he left the place, but the sand under his feet, according to what he told us, absorbed the trail of blood he left behind, and so his captors could not tell which path he had taken. Since then, every night he prays, tearfully, next to a pile of sand he keeps beside his bed. I wonder if that corresponds to the relic thing that we have, the Gara thing. Blood perpetuated in sand. Preserved blood with miraculous properties. With the passage of its bearer, new legends are revealed, formerly invisible to the beholder's eyes. The miracle is truly unfathomable, and no one knows the origin of the blood that swirls around the wearer's feet. Ooh. Take this bag and fill it with sand. Now imbue it with the blood spilling from these dreadful wounds, so it will turn crimson red. With it you will show the way through these dry lands to those who are yet to follow. Leave me now. I want to say my prayers, for I will soon be joining the dry sap of these roots that painfully embrace our Father. Alright, so I'm still going to headcanon that this is the same dude, although they put a little bit of distance between the two stories. Not a ton of distance, mind, but just a little bit. Key of the Scribe. Iron key well preserved. The scribes are present at each interrogation, tasked with recording the inevitable confessions of the tortured. I like it. Father, take off these things that restrain my arms and legs. Father, they are killing me. It does not help me to tell them what I did, for they want to hear what I did not do. Father, they're not looking for the truth. They want an offense against you from my mouth, Father. May the miracle save me. So we did not get a name with our sand Gara guy, so he's going to remain Gara for now. So whether or not you want to call what the people back in the day science, I think is mostly irrelevant, even without the scientific method. And I think it becomes a bit too revisionist to say that they couldn't have practiced science or any form of it because it's different from what we have now. And I think that just comes across as kind of elitist, to be honest. What? I didn't see what hit me. Temporal of Joel the Thief. Joel always stole to help others. One day he risked too much and was caught stealing the pontiff's bejeweled stole. I wonder if that's like how much of a coincidence that he stole the stole. And for anybody who might not know what a stole is, it's kind of like a shawl, as far as I understand, or No. The stole is like a staff, isn't it? I don't know what a stole is. Why am I like losing my mind? Hold on, let me look this up. Define stole. No, okay, a woman's long scarf or shawl. Okay, so I was right. Doubting myself. Let me get that. Headscarf, yeah. He stole the pontiff's bejeweled stole. No one in Custodia has ever endured greater torture. Damn. I guess the pontiff must have been bald or something. You know, I think I'm going to turn on the miracle, which allows me to life leech. Not right now, because I was going to say those dudes die in like one hit. But perhaps for like the next room. Cool, so I can't go that way. Johnny, good behavior, welcome on in. You really enjoying this playthrough? First, you learned about me as a reference on a Hawkshaw or Vadi video? Okay, cool. Welcome on in. I'm assuming you've been like catching up on the VODs then, or have you just been lurking? Either way, glad to have you. I wonder why they turned off the music coming into some of these rules. Maybe, I said rules, rooms. Maybe it's because the prisoners can't have crap. That's going to be my new headcanon. Can't have stuff in here. Alright, so let's try this out. Why did that not work? This plan, I don't know why it didn't dash. If I die from this, I mean, it only takes one hit. So much for that plan, guys. So much for that plan. I saw him approaching between the bars. I saw fire burst through his chest and scorch him. I saw fire burn again from thin air and fuse his skin. He walks with fire, and fire with him. Spooky. You know what? I'm not gonna bother healing. I was thinking about it, but then everything is just gonna respawn again, and I think it's just kind of not worth it right now. There's an achievement to speedrun to Estros within something like 30 minutes? Really? Oh, so I missed a little bit of context. Florge Borges' greatest achievement was reaching the Mother of Mothers without a single dungeon beaten. Nice. Then Johnny was saying, you love Blasphemous, and we saw the name of a Souls lore lover. It's all you needed to take a peek. Nice, thank you. Watched the last two videos, but this is day 3 as a sub? Okay, thank you. The best laid plans of mice and last protagonist. Leist protagonist? Ooks. They're squawking. They're walking. Oh, so he gets like blood raged. They cheated me. Oh Lord, they're coming. So I see the little air. Oh, that only took 2 hits? The little air coming off its attack now? I thought I did before, but I don't know. I don't know why like I didn't get hurt before. Maybe I killed it before it did damage to me. Key of the Inquisitors for the gold ones. Am I going for the good C ending? I honestly have no idea. This is more or less a completely blind playthrough. And so the ending I go for is the one that I get. Pretty much. Like so far, I'm kind of inclined to follow Perpetua's teachings. Whatever path that may lead to. And I don't want to exactly know what path that is. So we'll just have to figure it on out. I'm surprised I didn't fall through the floor. Alright, yeah, so the fact that that one-shots things is pretty crazy. I've locked myself out of the true ending? Oh, dude, don't tell me stuff like that. That's actually a spoiler regardless of how you feel. Even if I locked myself out. Like, ignorance is bliss. And now you're gonna start making me, like, double guessing what I'm doing. Yeah, I've met Perpetua. I fought her and beat her the first time, and then I, like, found her grave. I talked to her little brother, I'm assuming. And... man, I wish the camera went down a little bit further. Oh, this was the same room. Okay. What did I even just do? So that was that, I guess. Didn't I kill him? No, I did not kill the brother. He walked away. He's like, oh, this light, it's her, it's the lady. Oh yeah. Gold is for the Inquisitor, which we don't have. Well, since I'm already here... Oh yeah, it's a good idea to have done that. Forge said, you don't know what you guys are on about unless you specifically ignore everything, but the main path, the endings are easy enough to get. Okay. Iman says, Perpetua gives you Pieta from Lords of the Fallen feeling. Yeah. Honestly, like, a lot of this game feels like Lords of the Fallen, or I should probably say it the other way around. Honestly, when I first saw the, like, main image of Blasphemous, it immediately reminded me of the Abyss matrons in Lords of the Fallen, and I really liked that helmet and set. No, I have not beaten Despacito, Alexa. Yes. Unless that's the Archbishop, because I'm kind of bad at remembering names. Is Lords of the Fallen any good? It's kind of Oh no, we got the fire sword. We didn't have a girl telling us that she'd help us. Kirse, returned by the flames. Cursey? Armored Armadillo! I know this move. I whiffed it. Oh, he's kind of slow. I noticed that a little bit too late, and that kind of caught me by surprise. Should probably heal now, huh? Okay, so I kind of saw where he moved that time. Should I hit this? The flame is with him. Apparently that doesn't work. I think I'm going to die to a boss for once. I'm not doing a ton of damage. That was not the smartest play. So that was like a 3-hitter. Uh-oh. I should have dodged that, I guess. That did a lot of damage to me walking into him, I guess. I guess I could do this, because this will give me a lot of, like, hits. So I should have ducked. Let's just keep moving. 3. I didn't see what he was doing at all. Keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. Oh, I forgot that was going to come like that. Oh, I didn't know how that was moving. I didn't expect it to go like straight to him. I should have ducked. I'm gonna die, guys. I only got him halfway. Probably should have thought about this earlier. Oh yeah, this is not gonna help me. I don't even think I have a fire resistance. Defense is when strength's nearly exhausted. Is it gonna help? Don't know what that does. I don't know if these are magical attacks or not. Oh. It's better than nothing. Keep moving. 2, 3, 4. Oh, so he had fiery feet. I thought it was too close to the fire. I was scared. So I don't have any heals. Duck. Move. 1, 2. Oh, that's different. 3, 4, 5, 6. You had the fire feet. I jumped too soon. I wonder if I could block that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! I got scared. I didn't see him. Dang it! I had it. Oh no. My jump was just a little too late, I think. No, we got lost by a boss. Alright, 1 second here. Feels bad, man. I did not lock myself out of any endings. Okay, sweet. So yeah, as far as Lords of the Fallen goes, I do have a review on my channel. I definitely don't think it's a bad game, but it's been very polarizing, and I think some of the polarity came from how many people experienced performance issues as opposed to like actual gameplay issues. The way that I like to describe Lords of the Fallen is kind of like the idealized form of Dark Souls 2, which I'm actually not even a fan of Dark Souls 2, but I did find myself enjoying a lot of Lords of the Fallen. So I got hit for no good reason. Anyway, this guy reminds you of Slave Knight Gale because he's kicking my butt. Johnny said, this boss gave you so much more trouble than most people have with him. He was your nemesis. That got your heart rate going. Nice. Yeah, I could have had him. I started figuring out his movesets. But yeah, I wish I had a bit more miracle juice right now. Because I think using my ability when he's in the top part of the arena was good. Oh, that recovered my health. Oh, so I should hang on to that and not necessarily pick it up first. Oh. Duck. Move. Oh, he's moving. Alright, so let's try to block that next time. I might get hurt for that, but that's kind of the fun of trial and error. That was too early. I was not facing the right way. Whatever. So I want to be a little bit further away from the edge on that one. Hi, Bobby. Dog invasion. Duck. Move. Keep moving. 2, 3. Oh, I was trying to get out of the way so that way I could charge my attack. I didn't keep pressing R. I screwed that one up, but I did block it. That's what I wanted. 2, 3. Move. Oh, that sucks. So I think that was still too close. Oh, I can block him there. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't like how quickly that one comes out sometimes. So I need to be like next to the wall when I do that. Duck. Move. Move. That was lucky. I don't understand how that happened, but I'll take it. I want to be closer to the wall for that. Closer to the wall. This should be good. Keep moving. Two, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was too early. Should have done it during his slash. Just gonna wall hit. Oh, that went further than I expected. I should probably heal, but I'm scared. Got him. Get off the ceiling. Defeat Kirsay, returned by flames. Whew. Requiem Eternum. Man, I really could have beaten him toward the end of that one once I figured it out, but I choked. Still took a decent amount of damage this time around, but I guess I was also trying to experiment a bit more. Alright. Nah, I was just making a joke, Mao. It's because he's got the red hood like Gale. Hey, this dude's here. Why is he stalking me? He's the, test keeper or something like that. And then Revenant, I don't remember if I said welcome back in, but welcome back in as always. Reminded you for a moment of that split-second teleport on top of you that Lorien and Lothric do? Yeah.
The one you have pulled from punishment was Kirsay, one of the sheltered. He was unjustly condemned to the stake for heresy, and the Inquisitors bore witness to the flames, engulfing his body amidst an atrocious communion of prayers and cries. Still, when it was over, and the flames had died, the merciful miracle called them forth again, and from them, from the ashes and the embers, the body of Kirsay rose anew. For fiery are the paths of the miracle. Sorrowful be the heart, penitent one.
Alright, cool. So Kirsay, just kind of like I thought. Did I get an item from him? No. Because it normally goes directly to the thing, doesn't it? Oh yeah, and I forgot to go try to equip a different heart. Oh well. Oh well. I'll just need to remember to do that when I eventually go back to a sword monument type thingy. Yeah, I was not expecting that for sure. Just because we didn't have the little lady taunting us, asking us if we needed help. How dare she? You've acquired Key of the High Peaks. Key for the transportation that leads to the remote convent. I almost thought that said continent for a second. I was like, oh no, we got a whole new continent? Alright. The key must be silver, but not any kind. I want it to be the purest there is. Bring it to me when its beauty is as high as its task is meaningful. The chariot will be sealed and forbidden, and your horses will sleep for as long as I order it. This I command, and my command is the command of His Holiness himself. Ooh, okay. So that reveals to us that His Holiness's position might not necessarily be usurped, but it's certainly kind of his name may be taken in vain, in like the literal biblical sense. You're rid of guilt. Don't judge me! Dei Gracious is here witness me scrub my myth into the land's folklore. His Holiness is the Pope. Wait, why am I going through the ceiling right here? What? Did I? So the map's not available here. I need to double check some things. So that is kind of its own self-contained area. Very well. I'll go back and heal up, and then I'll explore the down portion of this place. What are you doing? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Get out of there. Thank you. Come on. It's funny how they never say the word God in this game. It's probably smart because if they are, you know, very inspired by like Catholicism or whatnot, they might not want to like actually take the Lord's name in vain or anything like that, or give people the impression of that. So that is a really good, important attention to detail. Okay, I thought I accidentally did the recharging move. No, I need to keep going down. God doesn't exist in Kivstodia? Wait, how do I even... I think I'm going to need to go further this way and then down. I was lucky that that managed to beat him in the 2 swipes, because most of the time they don't die like that, and they get their blood rage and hit me. What? Hold on, I want to check that guy out again. Please be skipping. Looks like he's swinging. What was that? What did I just hit? Anyway. There's only the miracle, yes. In other fantasy games, throwing the concept around so often? Yeah. Well, that's partially because of, like, how God's name was censored. So eventually just the term God became synonymous with the name of Jehovah. And because of that, people think that all references to types of gods are therefore references to Jehovah, when that's not necessarily the case. Have I upgraded the bonfire at all yet? No? How do you upgrade the bonfire? Do you mean like the flasks? I've upgraded my flasks, but not no bonfire. VN. We're not sponsored. Feels bad, man. So we got a scary boy up there. Okay. No, I've not. I didn't even know that was a possibility, guys. Those are those kinds of things which inadvertently become spoilers. So if you ask me if I've done something, it's probably best to like leave those questions alone or ask them in more roundabout ways to see like what's the last thing I've done. Now this might be a core game mechanic that I might not have discovered yet due to overlooking it, but I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Ooh. I've been spending money on the sword. Is this Latin? Because this doesn't entirely look Spanish. Videte ne quis siat? Sciat? Let me try to read that backwards. Nope. It's all Greek to me. Have I seen the credits yet? A little bit. Actually, because I was looking to see what studio made this, because I'm bad at remembering that kind of thing. It's the Game Kitchen, by the way. So I actually have looked at the credits. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's shuffling. So did I need to like bring the lever back up? Okay, no, we're good. How did I go through him? Okay. So I need to make a quick jump back. All right, that's what I thought. Hey, Metal Wolf, how's it going? You managed to beat Nano Apostle yesterday and you nearly cried during the ending? Nice. I actually checked out the trailer for Nano Apostle. It does look pretty interesting. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've said this on stream yet, but YouTube is definitely peeping all of our comments. I don't know how actively you can listen to me specifically, but I've gotten multiple recommendations for things that we've talked about in stream on different days, which has just kind of always been a little bit weird. So Nano Apostle did pop up for me after finishing that one night stream and you were bringing it back up, but I'm definitely glad you enjoyed it. So we just picked up the Sphere of the Sacred Smoke. Small translucent pearl with a closing mechanism that's almost impossible to see. They were traditionally filled with the vapors coming from the big incense burners in the Mother of Mothers. This bead, however, contained something different. Its miraculous influence fills the bioflasks after some attacks, but the miracle is capricious, and this does not happen often. Sounds like it could be situationally useful, though. Quotes. Once everyone had left, she approached the bonfire, still smoking with the scorched remains of the heretic. With a swift gesture of her fingers, she triggered the imperceptible lock that would open the tiny jeweled pearl in two, and passing it through the gray smoke, she closed it again, trusting that it would preserve that smoke forever. So the smoke is sacred. Is it because it burns heretics, or is it because it burned the heretic? The miracle is capricious. Weird. Okay. Wonder how much of a translation thing that is. I don't think it would be, but I'm just kind of curious. This feels suspicious. An empty room for the sake of having an empty room. What heresy is this? All right. The name I just said isn't even a name, but it's a reconstruction. Guessing its ancient pronunciation? Revenant says, apparently that message is an homage to The Legend of Zelda and also the name of a song by the composer of the OST. I think I'll need to check it out again. Yeah, I don't know if this is something that you might be able to parse together if you can speak Spanish. It's beyond me. Did I hear about the Pokemon lore leak? The fake lore leak? I mean, it's been retconned. It's, if you can even call it that. It's not canon no more. So all I can say about that. Honestly, a lot of that stuff doesn't surprise me. Because that kind of thing also came up in Final Fantasy X too, when they were going into depths about the fiends and stuff. And I always thought there was a lot of a crossover between the ideas of Final Fantasy and Pokemon, believe it or not. So that is Latin and not Spanish. Well, I certainly don't need to go down here, do I, guys? Patio of the Silent Steps. Man. How cool would it have been if we got the key of the Inquisitor there and I could have gone through all of those doors early? You were going to say we need a leak like that for Elden Ring? Be careful what you wish for. Because I could definitely imagine the monkey paw curling with a desire like that. So I guess we're done with this area. Until we get the Inquisitor key. Unless I missed a scribe key somewhere? Yeah, I went over there. I guess I'll just give this place another once over, though. Meow Laser speaks Pig Latin? You don't say. I'm kind of terrible at speaking Pig Latin. So I shall not even attempt it. I understand the principle, but I didn't mess around with it as a kid enough to actually devote it to memory. Mao really wants to know about the old gods mentioned in the Meteoric or Greatsword in Elden Ring. Yeah. My headcanon is that they're what I refer to as the Titans, the big old skulls that you can find in the Forbidden Lands and the other place, whatever it's called. The mountaintops of the giants. Half tempted to just warp out now because I feel like we've seen this about as well as we could have. I also wonder if I can level up the mea culpa more. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that dude alone because I don't think there's anything over there. Yep, I'm leaving him alone in the grave. Anyway. How about the Banished Knights originating in the Shadowkeep? So it's not necessarily guaranteed that they originated there, but even still, I think a lot of that makes sense. I still need to make actually my lore video about that where I talk about it a bit more, but the Banished Knights are most likely the soldiers of Sarash. And part of the reason why I say that is because they literally depict Sarash on their armor and on the rallying standard. But, I haven't made that video yet. I am working on stuff actively. I am, like, closing up on finishing a couple projects. And then I'll be able to, like, start putting things together in the actual near future. I swear, I hope. Anyway. Mao had a crack theory on how Mesmer is not Radagon's son with Marika, but with Godfrey instead. I mean, I could potentially see arguments going for that, especially depending on how one tries to reconcile, like, the birth order of the children. And obviously, because he has red hair, it's really easy to compare him with the Radagon children and whatnot, but it's not necessarily guaranteed. 27 of 38. Ooh, we're closing in. Yeah, I kind of figured we'd need the key of the high peaks or something like that for this. Why didn't I go down? Alright, so before going there, we're going to go back. You'd love to see that video? You started a Banished Knight build the other day? Nice. Yeah, so I think there might be more to things now that we understand a bit more about the origins of Dragon Communion. Because it was always weird in the base game that the Banished Knights were, like, seemingly simultaneously on the side of the dragons. Not dragons. Well, kind of, yeah, but not. And now that we know that Placidusax kind of okayed the dragons, can I block those? Not like that. Not like that. I was too slow that time. Man, right when I was actually having fun trying to test things out. I feel like I had to have been missing something if I couldn't. No, maybe not. I think I just wanted to go left first. So I don't remember what I was saying about Elden Ring a moment ago, so forgive me. Comes with the territory. Ah! They're trying to get me. Can I keep going up? I don't think so, but... I wonder what happens if I hit all 4 of these. Probably nothing. Or all 6, 8, 20 of these, however many there are. I'm assuming if this goes higher, it might just be for, like, resetting the lever positions. But who knows? Miles still believes in your theory, but people are so fixated on hair color. Yeah. What about the dragon in that one version of the Banished Knight helm? Oh, right. So what I was saying with like the Sirach and Banished Knight dragon connection, now that we know like Placidus Axe has ordained... Aha, so I was right that I couldn't go this way. Can I get to it from the bottom? I guess I would have to, wouldn't I? But I felt like I couldn't make that traversal before. Oh, we'll figure it out. Or, you know, fail trying. So with Placidus Axe kind of giving the okay to hunt his brethren, that kind of contextualizes how the Banished Knights could simultaneously seem to be allied with the dragons, yet not. Whereas that was a lot more confusing with only having the base game information. So we do have a causal connection of Sirach to Fair Missoula through Geraint giving us the Beast Claw hammer, which is supposed to depict like Sirach's claws or something like that. So it can start fitting together in a weird way. So I must have just missed something here. Oh, I think I know what I needed to do. I needed to dash to the left, hit the wall, and then go all the way up. Okay. I think I've got it. So I'm going to go hit this spot because it's going to be really annoying if I just immediately fall into some spikes. I may as well get the experience. But with all that being said, I still don't understand the power dynamics between Placidus Axe and Sirach. We're told that Placidus Axe was like the de facto ruler before the Erd Tree, but we don't know like if that was immediately before the Erd Tree or if there was a time where he kind of went into chilling after fighting Baal. I was trying to turn around, but then that orb scared me. So I goofed. Alright. Alright, let me catch up with chat. And I might not read all of your comments individually just because I'm behind. And Johnny's asking, do I know of the theory about the Bloodborne equals the Victorian medicine allegory? Yeah, I've heard of it. I've not actually watched all of those Charred Thermos videos. I'm not going to pretend and say that I would be a fan of it because I've definitely heard many times over that a lot of people had many issues with the definitive way that Charred Thermos presented his theories. So that kind of makes me inherently hate it. But nonetheless, I still think that there could be a lot of value gained from those kind of observations. It's a really compelling series, and you just don't know how much of that fits as a metaphor and how much was by design. I definitely think they looked at inspiration from like Victorian Europe for the kinds of props that you used to fill up the game with and things like that. But I am very reluctant to place it all into a super convenient metaphor like that. Floorboards thinks Charged Thermos was onto something. So, Floorboards, if you're heading out, you have a good night. Or if you're saying good night to somebody else, that person have a good night. Alright, so let's make a mistake. Why is it only doing the cross pattern now? That's weird. Okay. Figured it out. So yeah, I still don't have this power up, which is infuriating. Hopefully I'll get it above here. Yeah, right. So I'll need that to go that way, I'm assuming. And now I'm annoyed that I can't just teleport to that last flask place. Because I was too scared to YOLO it. Actually, it's literally the opposite that I did. It's because of YOLO that I did what I did. I didn't believe in YOLOM. You only live many. And then, hey Stella, welcome back into the stream. I forgot to say hello. How's it going? There's another Elden Ring theory that puts a lot of importance on botany and mycology. You thought that was really interesting, particularly with Deathroot and its properties. Yeah, I don't really mind that kind of theory as well. I think there's a decent amount to it. Let me cast a spell. They lived! These guys are tanky. Alright. Speaking of They Lived, has anybody ever seen They Live? Kind of love that movie. I guess it's kind of a good Halloween movie, if you think about it. From a certain point of view. Oh. There we go. Oh, I need to heal. For anybody who doesn't know, They Live is kind of like an old 80s movie. It's really hard to explain with words, apparently. Basically, the premise is that the Earth has kind of been taken over by a kind of alien race, and they kind of control unwitting humans. Can I even make that jump? What the heck? Do I need to use this? What the hell? Can I pogo off that? I don't think I could. Actually, maybe I can. This is a bad idea waiting to happen. Oh, it was easy actually. I was afraid I was about to jump into those spikes. Because anyway, the aliens kind of disguise themselves as humans. Wait, how do I get up there? I can't use my map while I'm like this? Because I've not been up there yet. So that's just for the future, I guess. What? Oof. That was weird. All right. Okay. How's this guy back? That's annoying. Got him. All right. It's going as usual. Okay, it's a good B horror movie. Maybe C level. It's probably C, but it's definitely worth a watch. I kind of put it in the same category as Running Man, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie based off of. Oh, so I need to get the elevator to go higher. So I'm missing something here, aren't I? No, maybe I'm just gonna have to come back. I guess I could do that side content, but I'm kind of not interested. Okay. We figured it out. This is just going to be faster, so I'm going to warp back out. Where they're kind of like cheesy semi-action movies, but they're like science fiction horror almost. Why did I get hit? So we're going to go straight down. Yeah, that's the one with Roddy Piper. I was asking, how believable do I think your theory is? So, I do think that there is a certain amount of reason to cast doubt on the color of the children's hair as being something extremely important to take into account of things. Because Mikola is certainly... This is the place that I wanted the entire time. Because Mikola is also Radagon's child, but he doesn't necessarily have red hair. So it isn't like a foolproof theory that all of Radagon's children specifically have red hair. So I think there's definitely a room to play with a lot of that stuff. But of course, you're probably going to get a lot of pushback no matter which way you try to slice things. I like bubblegum. Well, the thing is, I'm out of it. The 8-minute fight scene is one of the greatest in cinema history. Yeah. So the funny thing is, the way that I even learned about They Live is when I was in college, I had a friend who was telling me, like, we were like sharing stories, like random movies that we watched as children, but we haven't seen again since that time. And I'm trying to remember what movie I was thinking about. Oh yeah, I think I told him about The Adventures of Nemo in Slumberland or Dreamland, one of the, like, something like that. And that was a movie that I wanted to rewatch because I loved it as a kid. I actually really loved this regular Nintendo game of that. And I was always pissed off that whenever I mentioned Nemo now, people are like, oh, Finding Nemo? I'm like, no, that's a different thing. Anyway, long story short, we rewatched that movie. It was not very good. I was kind of embarrassed and disappointed for having shared it. And then he just was talking about how there was this movie that he caught on TV one day where this black guy and a white guy were getting in a fight because the white guy wanted the black guy to wear a pair of sunglasses, but the black guy didn't want to do it. And so they just started getting into a fight and beating the ever-living crap out of each other. And he caught it right at that epic fight scene and had no idea. He's like... So this is like, my friend was a little kid just like, Jesus, just wear the sunglasses. Why are you fighting so much about this? Like, because they literally fight for like 8 minutes, as Corn was saying. And it's just like one of the most drawn out fight scenes in cinema history over essentially just refusing to wear a pair of sunglasses if you don't have any context behind it. So we actually went back and watched They Live, and I was really honestly pleasantly surprised with that movie. And then after we watched that, I was like, you know what, this kind of reminds me of The Running Man, and then we rewatched The Running Man as well. Nemo in Dreamland is a great game. I actually think it is as well. He wasn't wrong, no. Miles says, there's also the fact that there's no mention of Radagon in the DLC, but we have Godfrey. Barely do we ever have Godfrey. Mesmer soldiers use stomps, fighting with axes, and some minor things too. Alright. So let's see what this ghost guy has to say. I hear them reading. They mutter the forbidden writings. It is a constant murmuring whose echoes, once inside my mind, refuse to leave. I know that my curiosity will kill me if my madness does not do it first. So apparently I didn't heal myself at the fake site of grace. The Piju. Are these things enemies? Yep. Nope. Yep. So we got a ghost train going on. No relation to Final Fantasy VI. Look at these Goombas reading their books. That explains so much. So much. I was like, man, I'm surprised there aren't any hands around here. But I mean, really, this one is not that far from this one. I feel like we need another one up here, though. What? What? Could I not have gotten over there? My flabber is gasted. All right, I'm gonna warp back to Albedo. Go visit the Mea Culpa statue. And maybe I'll donate some things eventually. Definitely have a lot more skeleton pieces. So this still hasn't leveled up. Anyway. The Penitent one performs a spinning attack as combo finisher. Press L down plus X after a full 3-hit combo? That sounds kind of annoying, to be honest. I kind of don't want to upgrade this. But I don't know if this is locking my progression for other things. Because I kind of feel like it might be. Remember that bizarre Final Fantasy movie? The bad thing is I can ask you which one, and you'd be like, ah, true. I'm assuming you're talking about The Spirits Within, and the answer is no. I never watched that. I heard it was terrible, and it didn't look very interesting to me to begin with.
Time outside these, but if your penance sorrow.
So let's visit our bone doctor. Don't be rude to the library ghosts. Well, they bumped me. They were rude first. You've acquired Tears of Atonement. You have acquired Tears of Atonement. You have acquired Tears of Atonement. Again. Ooh. It opens.
Can you already hear their song? Can you already hear their ancient aria? The lady who sang to the bones has awoken. The skeletal remains on the other side have opened the door to you. They bid you welcome, but beware of the secret they wish to share.
They beckon so sweetly. Oh, how I know.
Bring the bones.
Alright. Thanks, Crutcher. Alright, so before listening to the aria of the lady, we shall go visit the flask didgeridoo and our boy in the Frozen Realm. To see what all that's about. It's a lot of bones, yeah. Definitely gathered a lot going to the Mother of Mother area, the cathedral.
Bring me in.
Yep, that's what I expected. I didn't really think I got anything special, but, you know, just being safe. Bone Lady is by far your favorite fight in the game? Oh, now I know it's a fight. Thanks. Unless it's a good old chat misdirection. Oh, he's getting buried?
Bring the rest of the bones before me, penitent one.
That's weird. Okay. May the miracle protect the unprepared souls that dare challenge the voices of bone and skull, as she won't allow anyone to interrupt her song. Oh Lord, she firing! Isadora, voice of the dead. Whew! She shoryukened! I am doing no damage. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. Oh. Let's just avoid that entirely then. I don't know how to deal with this. Oh, it explodes. She's winding. How did I dodge that? I should have blocked that. She's doing a lot of damage to me. I don't think I'm going to win this one. Keep moving. I don't know why I didn't do the finishing slash, but anyway. Can I hit those? Oh, that's that move. I'm gonna get got. Yeah, okay. I was trying to heal. I pressed the wrong button to heal anyway, but I think I still would have died. Basically, Sister Frida, but bones instead of snow. Well, those are some tears that I'm never going to get back. Or not tears, but guilt things, whatever they're called. So, I guess she was doing a tiny bit of magic. What's this? No, not that one. What's the other one that I wanted? I don't even know. I feel like I could probably take this one off now. Protection against flames? Oh, that probably would have been nice. I forgot that I actually got that. I don't truly intend to beat her. I feel like I just need more actual damage from the mea culpa. Like my weapon level is too low to really make this a viable strat, because otherwise the battle's going to take forever. I'm just curious if I can get my guilt back. Okay. Now we're golden. Whew. Why can you fight her in New Game but not the other 4 bosses who complain about this once per stream? She was flying and forming fire tornadoes. Yeah, that's only a little bit of magic. I mean, you know, you got to consider the power scaling. I'm assuming we're going to get to Goku levels eventually. Why couldn't I go over here? I think I needed to like double jump or something, and same thing with that over there. So what the hell was this? Man. Well, the holy prohibitions. Wait, what is this? Hall of the Dawning. So I've definitely been here before, but I couldn't go to the right. Weird. I guess there's always the possibility that I just turned around. I just don't want to have to walk all the way over here, because this is like in the midpoint of anything nice. So I guess if I go over there, the smart thing to do would be to not activate anything and just warp back. Oh well. Let's do 1,000 for the heck of it, since I actually have a little bit of extra money, and then I'll regret this choice later. I wish I could move the digits over. This is kind of annoying. Nothing.
Then thou hast already met Cleophas.
Who?
He was once a member of this congregation. One woeful day he broke his vows and left upon hearing the news that a miracle had occurred. We never heard from him again. Please give him this. It will mean a lot to him.
Cord of the True Burying? Who's Cleophas? Braided rope from which hangs a medallion of a worn bronze with the emblem of the Order of the True Burial. Quote, whoever you are, I address my exhortation to you, who, renouncing your will, embrace obedience as the first key to humility. Quote, only those who are whole will cross over to the other side of the dream. These words, pronounced by our first master, would become our illustrious rule. We brothers, with our holy purpose of recollection and burial, will dedicate ourselves with complete devotion to such cause, it being our first thought at dawn and our last thought at bedtime. Okay. Only those who are whole cross over?
Find the next remnants. The Order blesses thee.
I don't remember which remnants I had or what they were. Said go pet the dog. I saw the dog once and then it disappeared. Not seen it again. Oh, he's the old praying man and the mother of mothers. Thank you. See two cats on a roof. My mistake, Corn, for bringing up the donuts. The dog disappeared. It definitely doesn't help that like a lot of the things like the rats kind of disappear, or not they don't disappear, but you can't interact with them. So it makes it feel like I pay a lot less attention to critters than I otherwise normally would. Cuz I've only noticed the dog once, and then when I went back to try to talk to it, it was gone. No nuts. Oh, thanks, Stella. It's annoying going through this area. I do like how the rocks just kind of shatter off my helmet when I have the iframes. Very entertaining. So I keep going across the bridge, and then I go up. Uh-oh. Whoops, did not mean to do that either. You know, I still have not paid enough attention to see if I get the same amount of experience for performing a normal killing or a full-on execution type thing. So why don't we go to the top in the next area? The tippy top. So this is the Iron Tree. Hall of Dawning. It was closed off. Of course. So this place feels important and that I might need to come back to it later. So I'll try to take a little bit of a better mental note about it this time around. Alright, so that was annoying for nothing. So I think I'm going to warp back and then talk to the hand. Yeah, I don't have a rosary thing. Okay. Why did I mark this off? Oh, I remember. Yeah, okay. I kind of just gave up on marking this side of the map. I'm like, oh, there's so many places to go. Screw it. Okay. You feel like an iPod is attacking you? I mean, part of the reason I was groaning a moment ago is because I was sitting up straight. Is it spoiler if you post the necessary donut amounts for the church? Kind of a little bit, yeah. If I really want to know, I will ask, but I do appreciate you asking right now, though. Because 50,000 is about what I know, so I am 49,000 left to go, as far as I know. Library of the Negated Words. Okay. Got the green goblin over there. All right. All right, Chaucer. Ooh. I don't have my electricity on because I was fighting a boss. What is the point of that? So I'm assuming that the bookshelf things are going to move. Aha, okay. When I said the bookshelf things, I was actually thinking of something a bit different, to be honest, but oh well. Did that get me in the middle of my iframes? That's not very nice. Okay, so we should be able to make this work. So I might regret this. Dang it. Although, hold on. Let's try to get both of them. I walked into it and it died. Yeah, I would need like another one. Hold on. Whew. Alright, I'll go back to doing things the hard way. Nope. I've got a better idea. I need this thing. I don't think I'm going to be fast enough for this, but I want to try it. Yeah, hold on. We'll try that one more. They both go, though. Yeah, I don't think this will work. I want it to work so badly. The AC was on. It's like 40 degrees outside. That's wild. That's 40 degrees American, which is like what, 20 Celsius? I don't know. Alright, I'm done screwing around with this. I had my fun. If you donate 100k, you get to meet Xeno. Oh wait, wrong game. What game are you talking about? All that work for nothing. It's part of the fun of it. Oh Lord, he reading. Sweet. Hi buddy, how's it going? So you must be the nice key guy. We can talk to him.
The sound does not cease. It creeps on these forgotten walls, and no one can determine its origin or its obscure destiny. For the love of the High Wills, silence it, for I have long yearned for it. For the love of the High Wills, make the sound cease.
He kind of reminds me of Izaro. I wonder if that's the same voice actor that I was talking about earlier in the playthrough. Can I ride these things? Nope. Chaucer's trying to get me. Why didn't it go up? So those things aren't very tanky, but I did not play that very well. You've acquired a Sacrum of the Dark Warlock. What? Founder of the Library of the Negated Words, this priest was known by the sobriquet of the Dark One. He was caught practicing sorcery surrounded by pagan writings. Alright. So, I was going to say, they only seem to hurt me when they're corporeal. Certainly glad there isn't fall damage in the game, because I feel like that should have been lethal. Holy crap. Just got schooled. Oh no, that was a pun. Because they throw books. Anyway. (14°C) if you're doing your math right. You didn't. 14 is 50? Oh, it's 7? Oh yeah, I should have figured it should have been lower, because 40 is not very far off from 32, which is 0 Celsius. True story. And, you know, good conversion ratings. Oh, that's neat that the pages start fluttering around. Hey, it's this thing again. I don't have no guilt. How dare you? I feel like there has to be something to destroying all of these. And whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, I don't entirely know. So I'll leave perhaps one up eventually. Yeah, one up. I didn't see that guy down there. Can't dodge in the air. Can I even dodge through these things? Apparently not. Man, why didn't... it did not last. I like the idea of the stupid lightning thing, but the practicality of it is just not really there. Those sure aren't a thing, are they? Wait, what? And donuts? I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh. Ooh. Is that a different thing? Wait, what just happened? Did it just respawn? I'm very confused. I was not ready for that. You accidentally stuck your last card in Celsius, but just learned the conversion rather than fixing it. You haven't done it in years and you're bad at remembering math? Yeah. I mean, obviously this is a very American-centric take, but I prefer the idea of Fahrenheit. Just because, I don't know. Obviously I've grown up with it and it feels a lot more natural to me, but... I see how this worked out. There is a certain sense to it to me how, like, 0 degrees is really freaking cold. I'm terrible. And, like, 100 degrees is, like, hot, and they're both kind of representative of extremes. And if you go, like, 20 above or below... So if you go like 20 above 100 or like 20 below 0, you're pretty much like risking death at that point if you're outside for even like a small period of time. But people certainly can go in even colder temperatures, so it's not like the best metric by any means, which is objectively Kelvin, but we don't really use Kelvin, do we? Still need that thing. The bane of my existence. Fahrenheit's good for how it feels on the body, and Celsius is good for boiling water. But I mean, how often do you really use Celsius for boiling water? I guess I'd need to really look at how Celsius interacts with things like baking for a comparison point. Because like 350 tends to be the standard like Fahrenheit temperature for baking a lot of things, but I have no idea what it'd be like for Celsius. Did my lightning go away because I fell too far? Hey, it's the lady.
Take the next of my deep pains.
So this is 4? That's kind of a substantial increase. Okay. Thanks, lady. Sorry, I don't remember your name. You prefer Fahrenheit because of that book? Oh yeah? Do you like censoring knowledge? Is that what it is? Alright. Without Horn says, Fahrenheit has a finer delineation of temperature, but you think it might be better to just have everyone change over to metric fully? I would agree with like metric for distance and stuff like that, but I am a Fahrenheit truther. The difference between degrees and Celsius is way too large. I definitely agree with that notion there. An anatomy book open. The page shows the illustration of a kneecap. Where's the arrow? An anatomy book. The page shows an illustration of a tibia. Femur. Okay, femur, tibia, kneecap. So they're kind of out of order. Femur, tibia, kneecap. Probably should have like looked ahead before I did that. Yeah, I was wondering if there's even a reason to fight that, but apparently there is. Sorry, little girl demon thing. Okay, so we go up there. We'll get that. Probably should have gone down further before looking down. A drop of coagulated ink. The Lord is firing its laser. So this is kind of a different one of those ghost things, huh? Alright, I'm fine with jumping that then. I don't think my blade beam would go through a wall, but if it can, it would definitely be able to hit that. Okay. Oh. The sleeping canvases. Should I grab this? Yeah, I guess I should. Even if things get respawned. Do music here is a banger? You mean in the canvas room? Oh, and there too? Okay, never mind. The library. I almost thought I like walked into that beam. This place got that ominous bass beat. What the hell? A lot exploding. Ay, Dios mío. How do I make this work? So they do go together. I was trying to hit the other one, but apparently I didn't. Chill, bro. Damn. Alright, this dude's annoying me, so... lightning bolts. You gotta be joking. I don't think this is gonna reach. Oh, it does. Well, good thing I don't use those enough to really matter. Does this stay because I'm on it? Oh, and then the gate opened. I see, so it wants me to go to the left and then do that. And then come back with the blood things. I don't think I'd be able to reach, though. Because these move together. Okay. And now it should open, I hope. Okay. You've acquired Lorquiana. A prayer that calls forth a barrage of fiery lightning from the very essence of the miracle, piercing any foe that dares to stand before mea culpa. We are stones of this earth. We are sprouts of these roots. We are in procession united, those who fervently cry out to you. Oh, grievous miracle, get us out of these flames. Oh no. Lorquiana. Sounds really cool. Actually, I should see how much miracle juice that costs. Okay, that's kind of, what's the word? Modest. Did you miss me fighting Despacito? You just want to hear my reaction to it, although it might be quite mild. I don't know who that is. I might have fought him. If it's the Pope thing, the Archdeacon McDonald, then it might be. But I'm pretty bad at remembering the names. Phalanx of Aral Karim, the Archivist. Aral Karim worked as an archivist in the Library of the Negated Words. His heightened interest in the writings of Custodia prior to the appearance of the Twisted cost him his exile. Interesting. But this one's alive. Well, maybe not so much anymore. Why does he got the dead thing? Oh. Because it's this dude? The doors are deceiving me. They do not want me to go. The walls are the only ones that do not lie. Through the walls lies the way out of this place. So doors are deceptive. Trust the walls. Oh, I was not paying attention to this. I was like looking at chat, and then I got spooked on.
I, Diosdado by name, Night Watchman by trade, am at thy mercy. You have my gratitude for quelling such an unbearable sound. We are in the Library of Denied Woods, for the pages that lie within these dusty tomes are forbidden and forever shall be.
You know, thinking about the idea of words and like logos, I wonder how this compares to the Spanish and how much that idea translates from like the concept of I'm like drawing a blank on the terminology with which God is like referred to at the beginning of Genesis. Like the word was with God and God was the word. Man, why am I like blanking on this so hard right now? Anyway, hopefully you guys get what I'm getting at.
All that accompanies me here are these ponderous keys and the wandering souls that, even after death, still hunger for knowledge.
You have acquired the Young Mason's Wheel. Okay, so we got Logarius's wheel. Cool. The remains of a miniature wooden cart worn by an apprentice who was separated from his master in a terrible accident. The stone and mortar that enveloped him drowned out his cries, preserving his pleas for help in a freakish echo that now permeates these walls with clarity. This amulet is now imbued with the poor lad's longing for release, increasing the speed of movement of whoever wears it. Well, hey guys, wheel makes you go fast. Father, the walls do not move. The library does not wish its wisdom to escape these enclosures. Its corridors deceive and confine all those who enter in search of its forbidden tomes and ancient secrets. Its wardens, the silent monks who wander between its shelves, know this and are themselves captives of its power. Here, we shall remain forever with the thirst for knowledge never to be sated. I hope one day you will read these words and not blame yourself for my death. The penned word wanted it so. The walls do not move. Okay. If y'all say so. Man. Now I'm gonna have to like contemplate a lot more of the jumps that I couldn't make before. I meant to keep talking to him. Sorry, Dios Daddy. That was all my fault. So I've got that door up there. Okay. I was like, I thought there was something that I hadn't done. But this made it seem otherwise for a second. If your man could reach that platform, what was preventing him from stopping the sound himself? He might not have known what was making it because it was like a ghost boy, I guess. Bro, this increased movement speed is throwing me off. Because now I should be able to make jumps that I couldn't make before, but I never really felt like they were because I wasn't going far enough as much as it was that I wasn't like able to access the rope-like thingies. So maybe there's not much incentive to go here now then. Is there any other place that I was missing? It doesn't really look like it. Okay. So I guess we can just go back and then to the left. Oh, okay. To the left. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he appeared there too, though. That was not what I was expecting at all. I was afraid I was about to do that. Anyway. I thought I had one more hit left in me. I'll go back from my guilt. So I've learned that the dim folks are incorporeal. Oh. Kind of died a bit quicker than I was expecting. Whoopsies. Maybe I should read these again? Still a femur. Still a tibia. But he said the walls don't lie. Illustration of a kneecap. I still haven't turned in the key that I got. So I'm assuming that it could only be in that door to the bottom left. Or in the place where I can't reach. That would suck. And also be on brand. Now they got me double guessing all these like little spots. Oh right, I couldn't go to the left. Go. So we killed that. We had that. Low creeds. Suburbs. Okay. I didn't trust it. I don't trust C-3POs either. Hey, we got a big dude. I was way too late with my block. So apparently we don't kill the C-3POs. Like that, at least. Defeat the 51 original types of enemies. Oh man, does that mean we're not going to see any more new types? That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and heal. Hey Mercy, how's it going? Welcome back in. Maybe I should take off the amethyst. And then I'll put on the lightning thing, because that seems like it could be useful here. I don't know if this will actually kill the C-3POs, but... Oh! My mans didn't respawn? That's surprising. That was very risky what I just did, I will admit that much. It cannot be! I could have sworn the candle depicted in that painting was lit, and that the room gleamed. Could I be losing my mind? Apparently, yeah. I think you may have lost your mind a little bit. But I don't really blame you. You have acquired Sooty Garlic. Alright, Platinum, you have a good night, and thanks for dropping in as always. You take care. Dark bulb covered in black dust. Its finding is an omen of good luck, since it only grows as the first fruit on burned grounds. It is said to soothe many aches when used in a tisani, although few dare to try it. Tisane? Quote, and what could we do? A crowd of plain and profane healers, blind to the vague wills of the miracle. Pray, begging for its forgiveness? What would our sacrifice have to be for our prayers to be heard? At the mercy of the miracle was that young man, and at the mercy of the miracle were left the rest of us with him. I'd like that final line, though. These are some pretty cool paintings, I guess. Maybe they're important. Let's go here. Classic. Aw, man, there should have been an execution. A lot of Kraken. Okay. I'm scared. Oh, I've got an idea. Well, that was not what I intended. Wait a second. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to kill this thing after all. Okay, I can't jump over him, actually. I was like, what if I could use his back to jump on? Oh, that's her. Oh, so we've got a boss fight right here? So, wait, where's the save thing? Just back that way? Oh, that was smart. So we probably have a save thing here. Yeah, buddy. And a corpse. And a hot plate. The moon is out tonight with a long-tailed gown, and a bull stares at her between the rock rows and the shadows. The bull stares at the moon between the rock rows and the shadows. The moon is out with a long-tailed gown. That's interesting, because in some cultures the moon is associated with the bull because of the way that it can wane into a crescent. I don't want to go to Ariamis yet. I'm scared. I feel like there's a boss room to my left and to my right.
Penitent one in silence, will you require my assistance with your next task? Here I shall remain.
Still don't even know who girl is. So that's definitely a boss of some sort. Because she only chills like that outside of those boss rooms. Man. Alright, we'll talk to the bull and get the horns.
You have found some of my brothers.
Oh.
Though, I still ask you to find the rest of them. Please, keep this canvas made from the gold of our faces, and my brothers will guide you.
Oh, so this must be the Babby painting. What? Okay. Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Penitent one, in finding these holy brethren of mine, you have completed the vision of my birth, which was painted on a sleeping canvas.
I'm sorry.
My name being Hothinero, I was born of the moon and of the torment of a brave bull, and of myself by the grace of high wills, my holy brethren.
Bro, what is this game? You've acquired linen of golden thread. Oh no. This canvas is a reference?
Please find the rest.
Alright. Oh, so this is a full-on relic. I thought I'd almost need to get it restored. Okay. Product of a spinning wheel that only turned on full moon nights. This thin thread was plaited to immortalize its progeny. Bestowed as a gift by the firstborn, it allows the penitent one to descend into bottomless abysses. What? Okay, that's really exciting. This might open up a lot of possibilities. For real? Alright. Linen of golden thread. Members of the Mother came and took the painting away as soon as I told them it was finished. They didn't say a word. They just covered it up and carried it away. I have been painting for the Mother all my life, recreating moments of the lives of the saints, but for this last canvas, it was as if they didn't want anyone laying eyes on it. They did not even let me, its creator, see it on display, if they ever came to display it. It was the last commission they requested from me. And that's supposed to be the first child? So I haven't seen a ton of miasma lately. Although I guess, well, whatever. That's how you got the golden thread? Nice, okay. There's a bull the same name, this kinda is a legend of some sort. Is that supposed to be like the bull of Rome? From which Romulus and, was it Remus? Drank its milk? No, I thought that was a wolf. But there's a bull too. I don't know. Wait, why am I going this way? Alright, because I haven't checked it. So that's a wall. Aw, they told me the walls lie. Alright, so blue candle is fervor, red candle is life, bleeding hand, it was done by a knife. This part was so wild you had to look up what it could be referencing. You don't remember what it is now, though. I don't blame you. Ah! I walked into it. Oh, that one's not even low enough to hit me. That one might be. I should just jump when he does that attack. Oh. Sorry, I had a little bit of a cough, and then I just drank some water. Oh, the store. Okay. I am fearful. The little one stopped crying as soon as we placed him in the arms of that wicker woman, as if it were his mother. Sometimes I can't help but think there's something living in that wicker. Sometimes it seems to be rocking him in the darkness. Alright, interesting stuff. So Stella was saying that it was indeed a wolf. Alternatively, a prostitute. Lupo's used to refer to them as well. Okay. Drinking bull milk? Good for those founding Roman boys. So I do think that, if I'm remembering my mythology correctly, which I'm probably not, the Wall Street bull is also a reference to the same like Roman bull that I'm thinking of, but I don't remember the details super well.
Let us be captives of the miracle, penitent one.
I know bulls don't have milk.
Feast your eyes on the envy of every merchant, the finest treasure to ever find its way into my hands. And may my heart stop beating if I'm being dishonest.
How wild would it be if she just like fell over dead right now? Key of the Inquisitor. Master key forged from steel. The heat of the sword carried by the Great Inquisitor announced his arrival even through the coldest walls. Oh, wait. So was that, Kirsay? The Great Inquisitor? No, because he... I don't think so. Anyway, we'll buy that for $1. What's the cinnamon roll?
This is a precious treasure to me. Its value goes far beyond what I asked for it. And may I don mourning black if I'm trying to deceive you?
Bead braided in a spiral motion, covered with a light coat of varnish that has protected it from the wear and tear of the years. A mother's hands work these strands and bless them. Their influence provides protection from toxic damage. May as well. You've acquired Wicker Knot.
Handing this over is not something that delights me. So its price is as high as its value to me. And may the bells toll for me if I ever deceive you.
Empty bile vessel. Vessel made of crystal and gold, capable of holding the hallowed bile that emanates from the morning fountains. Well, we're officially poor now. Buy all the items in the Candelaria shops. Cool, we can kill her now.
Let us be captives of the miracle, penitent one.
Alright. So what all did I just get? We got the key. Luz Divina rose weakly from her chair under the attentive gaze of all present and, addressing the Inquisitors, said, quote, "The apparitions are a truth granted to my eyes by our Lord. For what other reasons could there be behind this miraculous talent? My sin has been overlooking the merit of such a valuable gift." The Inquisitor sitting in the center of the room answered, What gesture could then be more pious than using your grace and benefits of the Church, holy and wise? Then he got up from his throne and, hoisting a lustrous silver tray bearing precious ornaments, said, "May your fortunate eyes rest here henceforth, and a windowless chapel be their dwelling, for this is the word of our Holy Mother Church." Alrighty. If you say so. Where's the last time we even saw one of those fountains? That doesn't help us because the icons go away. I thought there was a place in here. Shouldn't it have been marked on the map? Really? Damn, I guess not. Okay. Mythologically, it being an actual wolf is the way to go. It's just an interesting double meaning. Okay. With how the miracle is very real, either Candelaria is telling the truth or she's really playing with fire there. Yeah. The way that those lines are delivered, it almost sounds like she's saying it with like her fingers crossed behind her back or something like that. I knew it. You've acquired a big bead of blue wax. So it just got bigger. Tiny pebble of melted wax of a dusty cerulean. The cries from tortured zealots still reverberate inside, and it slightly strengthens the wearer's fervor. It's still only slightly, though? It's a big bead. The abbey ceased to be a quiet place. Cries of pain coming from every cell pierced the walls. The old friar knew he'd be next, so he got up from his cot, and we've read this like 2 or 3 times now. So I think the only way I can get that would be using my lightning bolt. I still have not used my new spell, huh? 30 of 38. Wow, we're really closing in on the amount of these so far. Ah, it's this place! Kneecap of Sebastian the Puppeteer. Sebastian Vodja lived surrounded by puppets. To him, they were his family. His cries marked the night he disappeared into the flames of his theater, exclaiming, "I forbid you to move!" It's wild. Kind of forgot how tanky these things were already. Gross. Alright, so now I'm tempted to... Yeah. Well... I'm very tempted to go get that now. Because a lot of the flasks are in inconvenient locations. Guess this one might be the most convenient. I could simply just not rest at any of the other places. Right. But before doing that, I'm going to go out into that room above me. Ooh, close. Mao knows quite a bit of mythology, so you know how much versions and interpretations there are to myths. There's 5 different versions for that Greek myth of the hunter being eaten by his own hunting dogs. I was like, why can't I go through here? Because there's a wall. That was easy enough. Hey, we got some more Quicksilver. Which I honestly don't feel the need to use it. Like, I like having the extra heal that I have. Sweets. All of the pilgrims. The maximum amount of fervor has been increased. At first I thought it was saying like we've attained the maximum amount of fervor, but nope. Alright, so that really evens out this area so far. I can heal. I mean, I may as well. I am thinking I'm gonna go out of my way to get the life crystal, though. Like, I don't really feel like I need it, but it just, you know, screw it. We're gonna do it live. Why is he back now? He wasn't back the last time. Go. Can't go through him. You're with me on the flasks. There's a certain point where you don't upgrade them anymore because you like having multiple. Plus, there are beads that activate upon each flask use or other mechanics. Oh, are there? I don't really think I've gotten too many of those then. Man, I don't want to have to deal with this guy. Oh, I didn't go through this room? Okay, we'll deal with this guy then. Oh, never mind. It's closed off. Alright, we'll deal with the boss. Like, the normal progression bosses haven't been too bad. The only one that's really beaten me up was the Bone Lady.
Penitent one inside, here I shall remain.
You always wondered what the optimal flask upgrade number would be? Yeah. It is kind of nice, although it is also slightly annoying that you have to make that choice. Because there is that cost-benefit ratio to consider. Hey, we found Exposito, sign of abjuration. Hey, we got the Kagare. Kagari. What thing do I have on? Let's take off this. Toxic damage? That seems like it might be important for this fight. I'm gonna take off the movement speed one because I don't think we need it. That one's the capricious one, so we'll go with the magic. What's that about? I see the stinger. He's kind of doing some damage to me after all. What spell did I have on? Lightning bolt, okay. I might go with this one. So I also noticed that he's got like a bit of a green body part. I don't know if I need to hit that or anything. Oh, yeah. Okay. Turn, you jerk. I finally did the spin, guys. Heal. Get out of here. Let's get to phase 2. Oh, that's it? Okay. Phase 2? No. Okay. That was really easy. Don't know what the babby was about. other than potentially being the second-born. So we get an elevator, I'm assuming. But I can also fall down into the abyss now. Mal likes the myth of the romance of the Princess Psyche and the god of love, Eros. Psyche means souls, and the whole story is how when the human soul finds love, happiness is born. Their son, yeah. There are like a lot of really nice Greek mythoses and plays and things like that, tragedies, which are very interesting. I don't know as much as I would like, to be honest, but I have kind of always enjoyed Greek mythology, even as a kid. I guess we could blame Kevin Sorbo and the frickin' Hercules live action television show for some of that. If your flasks already do a full heal for you, why would you ever upgrade that way? So even not having a full heal, I think one trapping that people might fall into is overhealing, which is not necessarily that bad, but I feel like I'm probably getting more effective HP by not sacrificing a full flask at this point. I'm too short. Okay, no, we made it. This thing. Why? So I might need the speed booster again. Yeah, I do wonder if part of the reason why I found that one so easy was because I had on like the... No, I didn't have on the Toxic Charm. Oh yeah, I did. This is the Toxic Charm. So I think I just had on the electricity thing because it's funny. I should have just jumped down there. What am I doing? This seems too far. Yeah, okay. I should like look at the elevators goes. Oh, have I been? No, not entirely. That's cool. That was like the most Choso statue thing yet, next to like the guild guys. You've acquired Embossed Mask of Crescente. Artifact found in the hands of a dead archdeacon in a dusty library. Alright. Somehow I was saying there's two main branches of Greek mythology, the normal one and Orphism, which is nothing like what I'm familiar with. Oh, really? I'll need to like look into that. I know Teen Sith provided a really cool resource on the Discord. I did bookmark it, but I actually haven't like gone through it at all yet. Music faded.
I burn from the inside out, and my smoke is a fog that conceals everything.
Hey, max life. Okay. You've acquired a big bead of red wax. Large accumulation of wax of a brilliant crimson, ancestral prayers roar in it, and considerably reinforces the vitality of the wearer. Yep, okay. And then we'll check out the mask. Artifact found in the hands of a dead archdeacon in a dusty library. Confessions from Crescente. The ravages of time had taken their toll on the mind of the one I once respected like a father. He has allowed himself to be carried away by the superstition and fallacies of the village, searching for the impossible with his clouded eyes among the altars of the mother. And Dolphos betrays the trust of his most illustrious, taking refuge in the cold peaks with his host of servants, wearing his introspection as an excuse to hide his laziness and lack of faith. Only I, the only one capable of ascending to the marble halls with an adequate response, remain. The forbidden volumes of these endless shelves will not resist the zeal of my searching much longer. So I think Dolphos, is that the show me who you got guy in the frozen lake? Who's stuck now? Did I never hit that wall? I don't think it matters. Anyway. There'd be no way they would let me go through this way first. Or would they? Hey! Upgrade? Yes. Sweet. 7,000 perfects the technique of throwing blessed blood, altering the trajectory of the projectile at its furthest point and making it return to its point of origin. It consumes fervor. You know what? I may as well, because Weight of Justice. She's mastery in the plunging attack. Large column of divine light emerges? That sounds really cool. Oh, it's damaging everything in its path? Rather, I thought that would just be like on you, but apparently it goes further. And so the next one sounds like a charge wave dash beam thing. Okay. So the gates go crashing down each time. Oh, so yeah, I will really need to go a certain way. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the flask place, heal up, and then I might try to jump into the abyss. Because I don't know what's down there. Dolphos is from the lung artifact. You don't remember the Frozen Lake guy's name? Okay. The Frozen Lung? No, you didn't say anything about Frozen Lung. You said the lung artifact. Silvered Lung of Dolphos. Organ preserved in sparkling silver with plenty of filigrees. Cardinal Dolphos melted his spoons in a pot, looking to escape jealousies with the Argentine concoction. Protects the wearer from poisonous miasma. What's the use of gowns? What good is the gold from rings? Only the purity of silver that was once embellished possesses the graces of miracle. Silver should not be seen. It should not be worn outside of the body, but on the inside. Let it embellish the flesh. Let it adorn the skin. Okay. So Dolphos was goofing. Got it. And thank you, Scalisi. Appreciate that. Alright, let me fall down to my death. Oh, baby, we lived. You have acquired Nasal Bone of Charles the Artist. This is really exciting because there were some other places that I fell down that I died immediately that I thought was really lame. Like in the, what's it called? The bell, Hondo. Anyway. Banished to oblivion and prayed to these walls are some of the most valuable forbidden works of art. Thanks, bro. I didn't know that. Okay. So Mao is saying that Phanes, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, was born of two serpentine primordial gods, Kronos, the god of time, and the goddess of inevitability. He hatched of an age with a body made of light. He had wings and a crown. Zagreus is only mentioned in Orphic Myth 2, you think? Interesting. I've definitely heard the name Zagreus before. Stella said, you also think that in Hades 2, people read the Orphic hymns because Milione is only referenced in like 2 places. Her Orphic hymn and an inscription on a tablet associated with Persephone. Okay. You never heard of Zagreus until that game came out? Okay. Maybe that's where I know it from. I've not actually played Hades. Maybe I saw it on like somebody else's playthrough. Because I was checking it out when it first came out. Which is kind of weird that I really haven't heard anything about Hades 2 other than it had like its kind of early release date thing. So those things aren't so scary after all. This will take us back. So let me mark that. So we can go all the way up, and then I'm assuming towards the right, where we're going to get our rope thing, I hope. So what's the easiest way to get up there? Oh, probably by taking the elevator again. Okay, definitely. And then we have the hand thing. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, so change of plans. I'm going to take the hand thing to Hondo. Then I'm going to go down here to Grievance Ascends and see what pits I can fall into along the way. Zagreus is actually a reincarnation of Phanes, funnily enough. Okay. My dog is snoring. Just go to the right. I guess I'll save it above me first. Or no, I'll just save it next to another hand that's like next to a bell. Thought there was an easy access to one. Was it up here? Apparently not. They really didn't add a hand up there? That's wild. Or over there. I mean, I guess this one isn't too far away, but it's still kind of annoying. I guess I'll do this one. I still don't think I've gotten another knot recently, which is a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. Didn't mean it. Phanes would die being eaten by the Titans, but Zeus struck the Titans with lightning, turning them to ash. What's left of Phanes... Oh, they sewed what was left of Phanes into his leg, and that's how Dionysus is born? Okay. So Grievance ascends. Dionysus would also die at some point, and then was reborn as the son of Hades and Persephone, and was, or he was at least raised by her. Okay. Oh yeah, the poison's gonna hurt us if I stand in it right now. Obviously, I could switch things around. That was an okay pit. That wasn't a death pit. Right, well, we're going to change our relic. What does this one even do? Oh, that's for the Gara platform. Oh, we can take off the shroud. I go all the way down to the left. Alright, so this was the death pit that annoyed me. It still seems like it's an actual death pit, but who knows? No, it's not. Oh, they're consistent with it. Oh, they bring us right here?
Take it with you, and thus take its purity away from us. For it is already too late for these deformed bodies.
Alright, well now I know that much. And I put a little marker here in the room above me. Oh, for this guy. Okay. I can reach that with my lightning miracle. Well, maybe I can't. Maybe it's too high. Alright, well. Okay, we got a baby. We got a baby, baby. Who needs some rope-a-dope strats? Let's undo this, because I will forget why I had it marked. And desecrated cistern. I don't remember why I put the... Oh, because it was above it, I think. The little elevator. So this was the elevator. I don't think more speed's going to help me out in that area, but it'll take me all the way back up to this hand area at least. And it might be worth refreshing myself in that region. And of course I could just like warp back to the last flask thing that I saved at. Alright. Zagreus is destined to be stronger than Zeus and to take the throne from him? I didn't know that. I was here. Ah. That's where the lady was. Oh, but now I can fall down the pits. It's true. This was a good idea after all. So I want to go to the right. I don't think I could have made that jump if I... Alright, anyway. Continue to the right. So I know this area. You've acquired Navicular of Kanihu, the murderer. Kanihu, although clumsy, took advantage of his cheerful and jovial demeanor to trick merchants and clergymen with the intention of killing them and stealing their belongings. Bro, what are these bone fragments? Myths also have their weird versions, and in some, Zagreus is the son of Zeus with Persephone, which is weird, because he's her father and Hades and Persephone are stated to never cheat. That is weird. In older myths, Persephone was the daughter of Poseidon. Okay. Damn, so I'm going to need to revisit every elevator that I've been to so far. So this goes to the right and then up. Were there any death pits here? Oh, man. Oh, man. This changes everything. I know there were death pits going across this bridge area. Okay, I couldn't make that. I was just curious if I could. This is pretty wild stuff. I'm going to... think about this. Echoes of Salt? I don't remember how this area worked right here. Mountains of Endless Dusk. Were there death pits there? Bro, this is messing me up. Hey Bill, how's it going? What'd you miss? So I fought the baby boss and I beat it. And now I'm just kind of exploring the abysses that I can fall down to because I was going back to upgrade my flask. Which I did. But it just made me think of all that other stuff. We're going to go over here real quick. Actually, I probably didn't bother to like check down here very much at all. So before going down these pits, I'm going to actually go to the flask spot because it's going to be kind of annoying to get back to this region as it is. And who knows, maybe there's just going to be a spike pit at the bottom of whatever I jump to. Okay. Persephone may actually predate the Greeks? Oh, that's cool. I did not know that at all. Mao has a theory as to why Hades is not mentioned before the Greek Dark Age. Hades means something along the lines of unseen and is a name shared with the god and the place. Maybe in the older myths, Persephone's married the underworld itself. I could believe that. It's looking kind of weird. Oh no! Well, then that explains that pit that was always there. I did not necessarily want to fall here. And then this goes back up to that. So I'm not going to save it here. I'm just going to kind of swiftly move to the left because I don't remember how the rest of this area worked. Oh, okay, I remember this spot now. That spot, though. I would still need the thing, but I'd probably just fall into there. Never mind. So I think I'm just going to warp it back. So I fell down that way. Now let's go this way. I'm assuming if I fall further, it'll still just take me to the Echoes of Salt and Sanctuary or whatever it's called. But nonetheless. Won't know till we try. I'm supposed to stay up top. Okay. I was trying to dash, but apparently I can't, or dash attack, lunge, but apparently I can't do that well underneath the tunnel thing. It's been a while since I've been here. Do you want to give Egg of Deformity? Okay, sure. Why not? It's a weird treat. It's been a long time since I've read it, though, so let's go ahead and read it again. Hirsute egg, born of abomination. Its hairy shell hides unfathomable mysteries from prying eyes. The cruelty of a broken promise shaped Altas Gracias, and the affliction made her sorrows into flesh. We will enclose our voices inside this egg, our tongues that endlessly twist and grow in order to escape, knots of a freedom we never had. Our hair will cover this ovum with cold until the heat of embers makes it hatch. Oh, because this is a fiery tree? Okay. Yeah, I got the golden thread. You have given Egg of Deformity. Let's reload the area. Then I might need to visit Altas Gracias again. Oh, is this glowing? You've acquired Hatched Egg of Deformity. Ooh, baby. Well, hatch the egg of Altas Gracias. Warm and soft. Hatched Egg of Deformity. Hirsute egg, born of abomination, its hairy shell hides unfathomable mysteries from prying eyes. The cruelty of a broken promise shaped Altas Gracias, and the affliction made her sorrows into flesh. So it's the exact same description. So maybe we return this to our abomination of a friend. Trying to think of the quickest way back to her. Man. Wait. There's a room here I couldn't get to? Yeah, the game just opened up to me in a way that I was not expecting. Which is very exciting, to be honest. Like, I love stuff like this in a game where you think you've pretty much started to figure things out, and then they just pull a little bit of a tricksy on you. And then you have to kind of reevaluate everything. Because, yeah, well, I definitely wanted the ability to fall down into the abysses. I didn't think it would be something that I would be able to do eventually. So I just kind of stopped paying attention to them. Except for when they killed me. Oh, yeah, I wanted to fall down. Well... down here... So we could save it there. Yeah, we probably should. Actually, now that I think about it, this... Wait, why are these things bad? Oh, because I just rested. Duh. Now that I think about it, there were some places that I couldn't get here because it felt like I wasn't moving fast or quickly enough. So I need to go the other way. I might have just missed this. But I'm assuming there's going to be like a locked door, I hope. Otherwise I'm going to feel really silly. Which I mean wouldn't be the first time, but whatever. It is most certainly locked. Okay. That solves that puzzle. So now we still need to go visit our friend in the Don below. Still don't like how these ones are. Like stacked, like you should be able to get up there. Maybe this is easier if you have like the speed talisman thing on. Oh no, tremors. Oh, that's actually kind of doing damage to me. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it just took too much damage from other stuff screwing around. If you hold down the dash button while striking enemies mid-air, you'll bounce on them easier. That's what I've been doing, but it didn't really seem to be all that effective. I don't know if there's something more to it that I'm missing. Like that. Like, it doesn't feel that impactful, to be honest. Hades could have been like a being like Gaia, and Tartarus was a god who's both a place and a person, and Persephone married him. Yeah. Persephone's cult was a mystery cult. The myths were not to be revealed to anyone outside the cult. That's a good point. It is also very curious to me how like a lot of historians piece stuff like that together. And obviously like a lot of the heavy lifting would have been done an extremely long time ago, but it's also curious how widespread some of the beliefs back then were. I should have tried to go through that way, huh? Let me... Nope. Oh, I forgot about that. So I do need to come back here. Surprised I didn't mark this room. I think I might have gotten distracted by the Gara stuff. Oh, that was easy. Scale of burnished alabaster. But how funny would that have been if that was like the rope thing that I've been complaining about for the past like 3 streams? A fragment of a real scale and hard as stone. Its whiteness is so pure that it grows brightly under the palest of lights, especially when danger approaches the one who wears it. Its lunar light allows the penitent one to block attacks from behind? Captain, we have been in this black fog for what we now believe to be 5 days. Nothing moves, nothing lives, nothing breathes here. All is echoes and shadows. Not even the boat creaks or sways on these oily black waters. And nor is there any sign of the serpent. We feel as if we are slowly sinking, for the reflection of our tired and emaciated faces on the water's surface seems, with each passing moment, to be ever closer. This will no doubt be our grave. There is no way back. We pray that this message in a bottle reaches you. It has been an honor to serve under you. May the sea have mercy on us. Ah. So when I say widespread, like, how well known were these myths to the people of that age, or if they were like part of mystery cults and only known by a few, things like that. They're very much regional. Each region of Greek had their own god that they find important and their own version of the myths. And obviously which city had more power and more. Right, no, so I understand that, but what I mean is, could some of these archaeological findings have been like essentially the ravings of a madman that were put down, and they weren't actually widespread beliefs at all, but because they were found in like relics of such ages that we might be giving them more importance now than they may have had back then? Now, obviously there's varying degrees to that depending on like how well preserved and how often certain things are found relating to certain findings, but it's just kind of one of those things that I've always been curious about.
Our rageful voices were banished then. Now the miracle has made them eternal. Remember that only the holiness can bless this gift so that it's without sin. Our voices can be protection on the pathways, along which your fortunate steps will take you. Leave now. Our deformities will depart to the other side of the dream to find absolution. Leave now. Our deformities will depart to the other side of the dream to find absolution.
It is interesting that it seems to be mainly 2 voices, because like the face in the middle doesn't really seem to be all there.
Leave now.
Alright, so I did that. I don't know exactly what the consequences of that are. I think I just saved it here, because I saved it when I went into there. So I'm just trying to decide where I want to go next and or how. I think I might... Yeah, I guess I'll just go up and to the right. It's kind of hard to tell which way will be the quickest. The different versions getting mashed up is why some myths are told as often these days. And they'll have very obvious contradictions. Sorry, I did not read that very well. Most of what we know is survival books, already ancients. By the time of the Roman Empire and new discoveries of artifacts, yes. Most surviving stuff from Greek writers is biased to Athens. That's also true, because I guess like a lot of literate people were probably more localized to certain locations. Like knowledge had a way of flowing towards like one direction, I guess. What we have today is what mythology fossilizes to? Yes. Although I want to make a joke that like what we have today is the Marvel universe. But I mean, even though I joke about like the Marvel universe and how like they treat Thor and whatnot from Norse mythology, for what it's worth, it's not like something that's completely new to this era. Because like Wagner tried to like rewrite his own types of mythologies about Norse mythology, and Wagner was German and whatnot. Required Tears of Atonement ×2.
This great ossuary is filling up. The ashes flow evermore from the urns. Bring the bones before me, and we will uncover the truth that they keep silent. Bring the bone.
I wonder if his dialogue changes and if you could actually miss some dialogue if you give him too many bones at once. Right, let's rest here. It's easy for stories to get lost even in the modern age. They say the internet is forever, but a ton of the early internet is gone. Yeah, especially with like what just happened to the... Oh, we can give the hatched egg of deformity to this dude. I was not expecting that. Okay, so that explains the end resolution of her quest.
The deformity has opened up. You have been granted 3 knotted tongues, able to grow deep roots that will twist and wring, copying the pain of their 3 mothers.
So it's interesting that there's 3, because that also reminds me of like the 3 roots and the like 3 trunked tree.
In the name of the High Wills, I bless this relic. Watch over it, for it is now pure and sacred.
And I guess her talking about crossing to the other path of the dream means we needed to bring this into the dream for that to happen? I don't know. You've acquired 3 gnarled tongues. Yum. Tied together by a broken oath, these tongues speak words that only the foundations of Custodia can hear. Their pleas awaken the sleeping roots from their lethargy, creating footbridges and climbable ledges for their wearers. I knew it. I knew it. Well, guys, I finally freaking figured it out. All this time, we could have been on Easy Street. But now we can be on Easy Street. Okay, so this is extremely exciting to me. We have so much more to explore. I'm going to end the stream tonight here. And I think the first thing that I want to do tomorrow is to go to the place to the left where we like originally started. And then just go back pretty much literally everywhere that I've ever been at this point. So yeah, maybe we'll just do a world tour starting with this thing. Dang, we're already at 32 out of 38 babies? Wait, what's the 90% thing at the top left? That's kind of more rhetorical. Oh, it looks like 90% of the map. Man, this is kind of, in a way, like saddening and disappointing that I'm feeling like I'm starting to get towards like the actual end of the game. But we must have maybe like 4 bosses left without the Bone Lady to upgrade the Mea Culpa a bit more. Plus whatever may follow that. So maybe like 6 more big bosses. I don't know. So, okay, everybody. I think this is as good a stopping point as any. Actually, let me equip this damn thing before I forget. And then we'll be able to fall into pits and get out of them all willy-nilly in the next one. So, thanks so much for joining me tonight. We'll be going live at the same time of 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe. Last Protagonist out.